Welcome back, everybody. We're going to continue to talk about the surface plane, and in this module we're going to look at design systems and tools. So what is a design system? I'm sure you may have heard a little bit about this, and if this is the first time you have, I'm sure you'll understand the concept as I explain it. Approaching visual design requires a little bit of organization. You need to understand brand primarily, but from brand is derived guidelines for implementing it, specific patterns for use, tools to get it working, and of course, it should complement the research you've done regarding users. More specifically defined, a design system is a collection of reusable components guided by clear standards that can be assembled together to build any number of applications. While you may be concentrating on one product to start, a design system can be established to help you take that product to the next level, take it to another platform or another medium. A design system should be well thought out and well created because it lives on in perpetuity. Some of you may be familiar with a style guide or a pattern library, but let me clarify that a design system isn't only a collection of the assets and components you use to build the digital product, which is typically what a style guide is. The difference is in the standards and documentation that accompany the assets. With a guide on why and how to use them, design components become easier to use and clearer to discern. Your design system is a style guide and a pattern library combined with that direction and that rationale for use. That becomes your Bible for creating new pages, new experiences, and bringing your design system to new platforms and new mediums. So when do you need a design system? Design teams need access to a single source of the truth that allows for a scalable UI language and streamlined UX guidelines. If your brand reaches across multiple channels and platforms, consistent UX can be assisted by leveraging a central design language. Building that library of design patterns, rules, and UX guidelines prevent inconsistencies when shipping products at scale. As soon as you cross geographies, boundaries, languages, having a consistent design style that's executed through the use of a design system allows you to share across the world what your vision of your brand is in the digital space. A design system isn't created once and forgotten. A design system is a living, breathing, growing element of the design process. And by keeping it updated and centrally located, it becomes an important part of growth within your design library. From design systems to screen design tools, let me explain the way we execute on visual design today. It shouldn't be news to you that Photoshop should be used to edit photography. Modern day screen design software isn't new to the industry, but it's becoming more and more prominent when we approach user experience design. If screen design refers to the graphic design and layout of user interfaces on displays, then screen design software is software used to deliver these screens. But more specifically, it's software that respects both the control of and limitations of what can be accomplished when reproducing the designs in code. Long story short, a screen design software doesn't allow you to do anything that can't be written in code. Comparably to previous tools that we've used to create visual renderings of websites and applications, like Photoshop or Illustrator, those applications have different uses, and as such, there are tools in those applications that allow designers to push the boundaries outside of the box of what can actually be done in rendered HTML. Now, there definitely have been ways around rendering code in HTML, but these days speed and responsive become guiding lights when we create our user interfaces, and screen design software has become a must. Here are some of my favorite tools in the screen design software realm. Now, this isn't an end-all and be-all list, but from a popularity standpoint, the leading software still is Sketch, at least now, followed closely by one of my other favorites, Figma. And over the last few years, Adobe XD has actually grown in market share. InVision has a product called InVision Studio, and some that are a little more known as far as their longevity is concerned are Balsamiq and Axure. I encourage you to read further on screen design applications and make a decision on which one interests you the most so you can start using it for your next experience design projects. That's it for this module. We'll see you in the next one.